Hey guys, I hope you're having a great week. I really wanted to sit down and film a purchase or past video and just talk about some new makeup products with you guys and let you know which ones I'm planning on purchasing, which ones I'm going to pass on. So I hope you guys enjoy today's video. Let me know what you think about these products or any of the other new releases on the market if you're planning on grabbing them as well, or if you're on a low buy or a no buy, I would love to hear how it's going for you. Let's jump into it. If you guys like these videos, make sure to check out Samantha March. She is the creator of the Will I Buy a series and one of my favorite people here on YouTube, so I'll link her channel in the description box below. Okay, so let me start with the products that I'm planning on purchasing. The first one is something that I'm definitely going to grab, and I was so excited because a lot of you guys tag me on like random posts on Instagram when there is a new product, but I got the most tags ever on this picture, and it made me so happy because you guys know that I love these blushes, and I'm just so excited about it. It is the new Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder Blush in the shade Vivid Flush. So these blushes are a little bit expensive. They retail for $38, but they are the best blushes that I've ever tried. I say this all the time, but I honestly could get rid of every single blush in my collection and just be happy with my Hourglass blushes. I think that from now on, if possible, I'm definitely going to purchase like the mini version because those blushes seem to last forever. I'm trying to hit pan on a mini one this year and we'll see how it goes, but I don't know if this one will be available in a mini version because it is a limited edition blush. It is up on the Hourglass website right now, but it's currently sold out. So I actually read through the comments on their Instagram and they said it's coming to Sephora on January 25th. So they actually created this blush to celebrate the Lunar New Year for 2019. It is the year of the pig. So I personally love the color. I think it looks gorgeous. I haven't seen any swatches on like other than the swatches they released with the promo photos, but it looks a little bit brighter than a lot of the Hourglass blushes that I have. And typically I'm into very subtle blushes, which is why I like the Hourglass formula. But at the same time, I've been reaching for like some shades that are a little bit bolder, nothing too intense, but I think this will be a good addition to my collection because I don't have any blushes like it. So Hourglass is releasing a Vanish Seamless Finish Liquid Foundation. And if you guys have been around for a while, you might know that I rave about the Vanish Seamless Stick Foundation. That is one of my favorites. It's such a beautiful formula. And in general, I'm not the biggest fan of stick foundations. I just find that they kind of break down on my skin. And the Hourglass Stick Foundation doesn't last on my skin all day. That is the only reason why it's not like my absolute favorite foundation of all time. I have oily skin and I think that one is probably a better option for you if you have normal or dry skin, but it looks so beautiful on the skin. I've never had a full coverage foundation go on as nicely as the Hourglass Stick Foundation. It blends so beautifully, it looks so seamless and gorgeous, and I'm really, really impressed by that formula. So when I saw they were coming out with a liquid version, I got so excited because I have a feeling this could be like my go-to full coverage foundation. So it's available on January 25th at Sephora as well, the same day that the blush is going to be available. I think Hourglass might be releasing a few other products, so we'll see, but they say it's supposed to be weightless, full coverage, and long wearing. And the thing about this one is they say that it's waterproof, transfer proof, and sweat proof. And I don't find that to be the case with the stick version. So I'm hoping the liquid version is a little bit more of a mattifying foundation. The foundations that I've been wearing most often are actually very affordable. Makeup Revolution, Catrice, and Physicians Formula. I think they're all around like the $12 price tag. So it's kind of hard to justify a $56 foundation. I only have a Sephora inside JCPenney, and unfortunately they don't carry Hourglass. I think we're going to be out of town in February, so I might see if there's a Sephora near me then so I can get a sample. But I'm really interested in this foundation, so it's one that I might be willing to splurge and grab for $56. There are 32 shades, it is vegan, and of course cruelty-free as well. So that one is definitely like right under the blush at the top of my wish list. So Dose of Colors is actually releasing 2 new products. These are actually available on their website now and also online at Ulta Beauty, and they're coming to Ulta Beauty stores on January 20th. So I'm definitely interested in these. They have lip liners, which retail for $14, and there are 18 different shades, and then eyeliners that retail for $15, and there are 15 different shades. Honestly, I'll probably skip over the lip liners just because I don't branch out too much when it comes to lip liners. I have my Colourpop lip liners, and those are my favorite. I've never found a drugstore lip liner or high-end lip liner that is better than my Colourpop one. So I just stick with those, but I am interested in the eyeliners. It's been a long time since I've tried a new eyeliner pencil formula. I've really been using my Colourpop eyeliners for a while, but I've noticed that a lot of them are drying out and they discontinue the shades all the time. So at this point, I don't even know how many in my collection are still available. I'm wearing one today and I mean, they're fine, but usually I reach for like an Urban Decay liner over those these days. But Urban Decay liners are a lot more expensive than $15. So the $15 price tag is appealing because they are a high-end liner formula and the colors just look pretty. Like the greens caught my eye. There are some blues, some purples. So I'm definitely interested in trying them out and seeing how they work. There is one last product I wanted to mention as part of my purchase category because it is something that I'm interested in. I'm not 100% sure if I will grab this product, but it is something that caught my eye. It is the Physicians Formula Casey Holmes Butter Collection. So they collaborated together to create this collection, which comes with a few different products. You get 3 cheek products, 4 eyeshadows, 1 lip product, and then also the butter fragrance. I haven't tried a lot of the products in this collection, so it definitely catches my eye. The only thing that's holding me back is the packaging, and I'm not usually so concerned about packaging, but lately I've been trying to buy products that aren't as bulky because I just have a more difficult time storing them. And when I have a hard time storing them, they kind of get shoved in the back of my drawer and I don't end up reaching for them and they just go to waste in my collection. Now you could depot them. I think that that would be an option. And if you guys have done that, you'll have to let me know how it went for you. I know that some people did that with the original butter palette that came out last year, and I think it worked out fine. But honestly, I just would rather that they come like inside the box separately. So for me, that is the one thing holding me back. I think I might still end up buying it just because I do love Casey. I would love to try the products and I think it's a great deal. $19.99 for all of those products is a good deal. It is currently sold out on Physicians Formula's website as well as Ulta Beauty's website. So I don't know if I'll be able to get my hands on it because I don't know if it's actually available in stores or if and when it's coming back. But I did save it to my Shop Tagger account, so if it does go back in stock, I'll let you guys know on Instagram as well so you can grab it too. Okay, let's move on to products that I'm not going to buy. The first thing is from Melt Cosmetics. It is their new Blueprint eyeshadow stack. I think that's what they're technically called. It retails for $48 and it will be available on January 18th. And it comes with a lot of blue shadows, a lot of neutrals. It looks like there are 2 matte shadows and 6 metallic shades. It looks really beautiful and the blues are absolutely gorgeous. I feel like they were kind of teasing the blue shades and the blue packaging, so a lot of people were hoping for an even more colorful eyeshadow stack. I think brands tend to get into a little bit of trouble when they do that because people are just expecting something different, and then when they reveal it, you see half neutrals, half colorfuls, and I think it's hard for brands because people say they want to see like an all colorful palette. But at the same time, when a brand does something a lot more colorful, people complain that it's not wearable and that they have to, incorporate other palettes into their looks to create what they want. So I feel like brands can't win because when they do half neutral, half colorful, then people complain there are too many neutrals and not enough color. So honestly, I would not want to be in the brand's position really ever when creating products these days because people are really hard on brands, but I just don't need it. I have enough blue eyeshadow and enough neutrals in my collection that I can't really justify the $45 price tag. The Colourpop wet palette is amazing. There are gorgeous blues in that and it's a lot more affordable. So even though it's pretty, I'm going to skip over it, but I do want to try Melt Cosmetics in 2019. That is a brand that is on my list. I'm also going to be skipping over the Tarte Remix Natural Eyeshadow Palette. This one retails for $24. It is available now on Ulta Beauty's website. There are colorful shimmers, a couple of neutrals. It says that a few of these shades have glitter in them. And the thing for me is that it's a nice change from all of Tarte's typical neutral palettes. And I do think they're trying to give consumers what they've been asking for, even if it is a little bit late. But I find this to be very similar to the Tarte Pro Remix, which they just released last month. Even though they say the eyeshadows are new shades, a lot of these colors are very, very similar. And that palette didn't really appeal to me. I just think when I am going for colorful eyeshadow, Tarte isn't really my go-to brand. They're not really my go-to brand when it comes to eyeshadow at all. Their formula for some reason never really works out that well for me, even though I know a lot of people love like the Tarte palettes, or what am I trying to say? The Tarte lip palettes, like Tarte and Bloom. You know, I just don't know why, but it's never really worked out for me. So in general, I skip over the Tarte palettes. I really like their round palettes. I think they do a good job on some of their shadows, but they have so many different formulas that they're a little bit hit and miss. So I'm actually going to skip over this one. I just don't think I need it. And even though I'm not interested, I do still applaud them for slowly stepping outside of their comfort zone and doing something a little different. Okay, the next product that I'm not going to buy is from Too Faced. They're actually releasing Do You Fresh Glow Luminous Face Primers. They did not release a price tag, but I'm assuming they're going to be around the $30 price tag range because that's what their other face primers retail for. And there isn't a release date yet, but there are going to be 3 different shades. So it's supposed to be a weightless gel cream texture that applies really seamlessly and sets super fast so you can wear it alone or under makeup. It sounds interesting, and they say that it's going to have, or it looks like it's going to have the same scent as their, my eye's twitching. Can you see it? Sorry, that always throws me off just because I can like see it and feel it. But anyways, I think it's going to have the same scent as the foundation, like the cucumber watermelon scent, which I did like, but I think a lot of people are just not into scented face products, which I totally get. I don't think it is a necessary addition, at least not such a strong scent. I just filmed my project pan for 2019, and I told you guys I'm going to cut back on primer purchases this year, and I'm actually going to use up at least two in my collection before I even purchase another one. So I'm currently on like a primer no buy just because I have enough in my collection. I don't really need to keep running out and purchasing more. But even if I was purchasing them, I think I would probably skip over this one just because I'm not into super glowy face primers. I like moisturizing face primers, but I prefer more of a natural glow, like a glow that's created from being super hydrated rather than a glow that's created from shimmer. So it just doesn't really sound like something that would work that well for me anyway. Colourpop released some new Velvet Blur Luxe lipsticks, which retail for $7. They are available now on Colourpop's website, and there are 16 different shades. Honestly, I didn't know if there was a big difference between these and their regular Luxe lipsticks. Apparently, these are described as a unique matte lipstick that deliver rich color in a soft, focused finish. So I think basically they're supposed to kind of blur the look of fine lines on your lips and just look a little bit softer. They sound nice, they look nice, but honestly, I just don't think I need them. I have a couple of Luxe lipsticks in my collection, and they're currently in my everyday makeup drawer right now, so I want to focus on using them in January and February to decide if I like them better or if I like them enough to keep them in my collection. I just don't think at this point I really need to add another Colourpop Luxe lipstick formula to my collection. And on top of that, there's not really even like a shade or two that are really calling my name that I feel like I have to have. So I'm just going to skip that collection. I have one last release that I'm going to talk about. It is the Morphe Foundation, which retails for $18. This is going to be available on January 17th on their website, and it's coming soon to Ulta Beauty as well. Now, there's a lot of drama surrounding this foundation, as there is with every single Morphe release, and that's one of the reasons why I have never really gotten into Morphe. I try really hard to avoid drama on my channel because I am an adult. I have adult responsibilities, and I'm just not interested in adding more stress to my life, so I don't typically review or talk about controversial brands on my channel, Morphe included, as I'm talking about them right now. But a lot of you guys asked me if I'm planning on picking it up because it does sound like a foundation I would like. It's supposed to be a 24-hour, long-wearing, sweat-proof, transfer-resistant, water-resistant, and then of course it is a full coverage foundation with a matte finish, which is one of my favorite types of foundation. So they released 60 different shades, and a lot of people are complaining that the undertones are off. And after watching like a couple of review videos, I can definitely see where that's coming from. Honestly, I applaud them for giving it a shot and coming out with 60 shades because a lot of brands are still dropping the ball when it comes to shade ranges, and they're releasing like 20 shades or less. And I think it's kind of unrealistic to expect a brand to come out with a foundation that's going to work for every single skin tone, every single undertone. So I do think when a brand makes an effort, it would be nice to see more positivity rather than negativity. I don't think anyone's ever going to nail it perfectly right away. So I do think it's awesome they gave it a shot and came out with 60 different shades. But I also think because it's Morphe, they're bound to get hate. People love to hate on Morphe. Like if a drugstore brand came out with this exact foundation line, shade ranges, undertones, everything, I don't think they'd be getting as much hate as Morphe's getting. I think people just love to hate on the brand. All of that aside, the reviews that I've seen on the foundation haven't really been that great anyways. It's really enhanced a lot of texture. It's looked very, very thick, very unnatural. So honestly, even though I do love full coverage foundations, I don't want it to look like I'm wearing like the heaviest, most full coverage foundation ever, because that really does enhance texture. And in the end, it just doesn't look that good. Anyways, those are just my thoughts on the foundation. I just thought I would share because some of you guys were asking me what I thought about it and if I was planning on trying it out. I'm pretty satisfied with my foundation collection at the moment, but the Hourglass foundation is like the next foundation that I'm wanting to try if I do purchase another one very soon. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I can't wait to chat with you guys in the comments and hear what you think about these products because that is my favorite part. But I will see you guys tomorrow with a new video. Bye.